Have you ever been adrift in a sea of knowledge while navigating the digital crowd, and still felt a sense of wonder across a universe of rapid advancements and connections? We will discover how the ancient Stoics found purpose and clarity in the midst of chaos, and how their teachings might be the compass we need in the information age. But before we embark on this journey, we would like to hear from you. Has there ever been a time when a Stoic principle helped you find comfort or direction? Tell us about it in the comments section below, and let's work together to create a community of support and ongoing education about the value of ignoring other people's opinions. Have you ever given any thought to how much other people's acceptance affects the choices you make and the way you are? We live in a society where we are constantly looking for other people's approval, whether it be on social media, at work, or even in our own homes. However, have you ever wondered what the true worth of these approvals is? Define our identity or our value with Stoicism. This is where a transformative viewpoint, influenced by the age-old Stoic teachings that invite us on a journey of self-discovery and liberation, enters the picture. Picture yourself traveling down a path where your internal compass serves as your only source of guidance, and the judgment of others becomes weaker and less influential in your decision-making. One of the most prominent voices of Stoicism, the philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius, reminds us that we all possess a power. If you find yourself deserving of praise from others, be the first to praise yourself. Why not begin using this maxim today? The constant quest for external recognition is a real trap that steals our authenticity and our peace of mind. But why do we allow it to happen? The answer may be both simpler and more complicated than we realize. We have been socialized to believe that our worth is derived from other people's acceptance and approval, even though this is true. When we break these invisible bonds and learn to live by our own beliefs and ideals, independent of other people's approval, we become free and open up a world of possibilities. But how do we start down this path? Realizing the value of self-knowledge and self-approval is crucial. Start by considering if your beliefs truly represent who you are and what you value, or if they are just mirroring the expectations of others. Imagine living a more authentic and free life, where you make decisions based on your convictions and judgments of others, instead of letting their opinions shape your actions or determine your value. Have you ever realized the powerful impact that honesty has on your life and the relationships you nurture? Often we undervalue the importance of being true to ourselves and others, treating it as just another quality among many. However, what if I told you that being honest goes far beyond a matter of integrity? Let's examine this idea in more detail. Being truthful is not just a sign of justice. It's also a means of lightening and authenticating life. When our words and deeds reflect our inner principles, we establish a profound harmony that penetrates every part of our unique existence. One of the most well-known Stoic philosophers highlighted the value of this practice by saying that being truthful in everything is not only sensible and right, but also consoling. Do you see how living an honest life can be a safe haven in the midst of life's storms? By making honesty our guiding principle, we can create a clarity of purpose that leads us. Imagine the transformation that would occur from facing each day, knowing exactly who you are and what you value, and acting accordingly. Being transparent with both yourself and others fosters trust, which is a necessary foundation for strong and meaningful relationships. But what does it really mean to be honest? Is it just about not lying? Beyond that, being honest entails taking off our masks, owning up to our weaknesses, owning up to our mistakes, and, most importantly, behaving in a way that is consistent with our core values. This demands bravery, but the benefits are priceless. Not taking things personally. Imagine this. You're going about your day when all of a sudden someone says something that makes you feel angry and frustrated on the inside. Whoa, what if I told you there was a way to view these situations that could not only prevent you from feeling stressed out, but also help you become a more calm and understanding person? Well, friends, we're talking about a subtle but effective shift in perspective that is influenced by Stoicism, a philosophy that has a lot to teach us about the art of not taking things personally. Imagine we're in a situation where other people's words and actions are like arrows pointed in our direction, put on a shield, prepared for a counterattack. But the Stoics, with their age-old wisdom, propose something revolutionary. Bring down the shield and see that every arrow that is directed towards us originates from the internal conflicts of the other person. Epictetus, one of these wise men from antiquity, tells us to understand that when someone hurts us, they are acting or speaking from their own perception, their own world of experiences and internal battles. Now, let's be honest. Doesn't that sound a little counterintuitive? After all, how can you not take it personally when the remark or action seems so directed at us? The key, my dear listeners, lies in developing two essential skills for our emotional health: empathy and resilience. By practicing empathy, we attempt to understand other people's perspectives on the world and recognize that their words and behaviors are reflections of their own struggles, anxieties, and insecurities. If you're enjoying our content, please feel free to like and comment on what you would like to see in our future videos, and become a subscriber to help other kind and determined people like you find our stuff. Developing endurance. The concept of cultivating patience may seem almost paradoxical in a world where everything seems to demand urgency and rush and immediacy. But what if I told you that there is a way to view patience as a powerful tool for personal transformation? Yes, we're delving back into the wisdom of Stoicism to uncover the secrets of a patience that is in fact a form of art. Patience is a virtue that is often talked about but difficult to practice in daily life. One of the most illustrious Roman emperors and Stoic thinkers, Marcus Aurelius, left us with a message that endures for generations. Learn the patience necessary to be fully present in each moment. Pause to consider this thought. Being present in each moment means not simply waiting for things to happen, but also living fully in the now, with all of its joys, hurts, and problems. The true Stoic patience is an active engagement with the present. But what does this actually mean in practice? It means accepting each moment of life as it comes, facing challenges instead of viewing them as setbacks or tragedies, and realizing that every hurdle, delay, and setback can be viewed from a new perspective that shows us how to become more resilient. Our comprehension and, naturally, our endurance. But don't misunderstand. Cultivating such patience is not an easy task. It requires practice, dedication, and above all, a profound change in perspective, how to face life's challenges with serenity and determination. We start by taking a deep breath, by reminding ourselves that we have the power to choose our response to life's events. We can choose the path of irritation and frustration, or we can choose the path of patience, acceptance, and serenity. And here, my listeners, lies the being an example through actions. Beauty of Stoic patience. It teaches us to see beyond appearances, to understand that every moment of life, whether it is filled with joy or adversity, is a piece in the mosaic of our existence. Every obstacle is a chance to practice patience, to truly be present, and to little by little transform our way of viewing the world. Being an example through actions, goes far beyond the mere fulfillment of duties or adherence to a set of ethical rules. It's about embodying the values we cherish in every gesture, word, and choice we make, turning the ideal into tangible reality. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "Let your actions speak." This echoes the idea that when we live in line with our ideals, actions can convey much more profoundly than words, be it kindness or integrity. By being resilient or compassionate, we not only improve our character and well-being, but also pave the way for others. This beacon of behavior is a subdued invitation for people around us to take stock of their own lives and think carefully about the consequences of their actions, rather than shouting for attention. Think about the power of integrity and choose to act honorably and fairly even when no one is looking. By modeling behavior that inspires confidence and respect, you not only strengthen your personal and professional bonds but also inspire others to act honorably. Kindness, in turn, has the capacity to make someone's day better with a small act of thought, a word of encouragement, a selfless act of assistance, or awareness of the needs of others. These are the ways that practicing kindness in an open way makes it appear and multiply, inspiring others to give this gift of compassion and building a chain of kindness that extends well beyond our immediate circle. What about perseverance in the face of difficulties and adversity? If you're enjoying this, don't miss out on the chance to get the ebook now. Resilience not only helps us overcome obstacles, but also offers hope and motivation to others who may be struggling. The way we stand firm, learn from our experiences and move forward serves as a powerful example of strength and determination. Using this booklet, you can discover how to be stoic in the 21st century, apply age-old methods to contemporary problems, increase your prosperity, and strengthen your bonds with others. The pinned comments link isolation from outside negativities. In the midst of life's chaos and storms, we all look for a safe haven, a place where the waves of judgment and negativity cannot reach us. For a moment, imagine yourself wearing armor, not the heavy metallic kind, but one made of inner peace and serenity. This armor protects you, not by keeping bad things from happening to you, but by giving you the willpower to keep them at bay. The age-old Stoic masters like Marcus Aurelius imparted to us a timeless lesson. While we have no control over what occurs to us, we do have control over our thoughts and not over outside circumstances. It's a freeing notion that we have complete control over how we decide to respond to these circumstances. Being aware that remaining calm in the face of chaos is a possibility. It's like learning to dance in the rain rather than waiting for the storm to pass when it comes to keeping inner peace when faced with hardship. Life will always present us with obstacles. Some people will criticize us, and things won't always go as planned. However, if we concentrate on developing our inner strength, those outside negativities turn into waves crashing against a solid rock. They may make noise, but they can't move the rock from its position. The key is to recognize what is within our control and what is not. Worrying about things we can't change is like trying to teach a fish to fly. It's a pointless endeavor that will only exhaust us. However, when we focus our energy on improving our own responses and attitudes, we become masters of ourselves. By perfecting the technique of keeping our inner serenity, we block out outside negativity and prevent it from upsetting our tranquility. Our peace practice patience and, most importantly, compassion for ourselves. We will occasionally trip and allow a critical comment or disapproving glance to pierce our armor, but each time this occurs, we have the opportunity to learn how to fortify our armor, making it even more resilient. Stoic love and action in a world that occasionally seems to revolve around chaos and indifference. The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, teach us that love transcends mere emotion, or pretty words for them to love means to roll up your sleeves and act with the goal of making a positive difference in someone's life. Imagine that, instead of just saying "I love you" or "I'm here for you," you showed these words through concrete actions, whether it's cooking a meal for a friend, going through a tough time, offering your time to listen to someone who needs to vent, or simply being present in a sincere and attentive way. These actions, though simple, are powerful manifestations of love, is the ultimate expression of human wisdom, according to Seneca, one of the great Stoic figures. Love is the conscious effort to promote the well-being of others, even when doing so means making personal sacrifices. Love is not passive, rather it is active and engaged, challenging us to look beyond our own needs and desires and inviting us to contribute to the greater good. Adopting a Stoic approach to love also means understanding that we have no control over the actions or feelings of others, but we can control how we choose to express our love and compassion. It's recognizing that even in the most adverse circumstances, we have the capacity to offer kindness and support. Practice of forgiveness. The practice of forgiveness is more than just a way to maintain relationships. It is a profound act of compassion and mutual understanding that touches us at the core of our humanity. We all make mistakes. At some point to err is part of the human condition, but acknowledging these mistakes and choosing to forgive those who have hurt us is a powerful step towards healing and rebuilding bridges that seemed broken. Forgiving does not mean forgetting what happened or ignoring the pain we feel. On the contrary, for forgiving is acknowledging that pain, feeling compassion for ourselves and others, and then choosing to let go of the weight of resentment. This act of letting go is liberating, as Stoic principles teach us. By forgiving, we are not only releasing the other from guilt, we are freeing ourselves from the emotional burden that ties us to the past and hinders our growth. When we forgive, we open space in our hearts and minds for more positive and constructive experiences, a gift of inner strength and emotional maturity. Choosing to forgive means that we are prioritizing our relationships and emotional health over harboring grudges. It also shows that we are mature enough to choose love and compassion over hate and anger. This path of forgiveness can be difficult at times, but it is also incredibly rewarding because it teaches us about the fleeting nature of life and the value of the relationships we have in our personal lives. Every act of forgiveness is a step toward a world where compassion and understanding form the basis of all relationships. Esteeming interpersonal connections. It is an art that we must all learn to develop with care and dedication. Appreciating personal relationships. In a society that is becoming more technologically linked and fast-paced, it is simple to overlook the significance of genuine human connections. The brevity of life is a constant reminder that every moment shared with friends and family is precious. These moments, whether simple or grand, build the tapestry of our lives, filling it with colors, love, and joy. Therefore, it's crucial to prioritize the time we spend with those we love, creating memories that will be cherished forever. Meaningful relationships with our loved ones are like treasures that we must protect and nurture because they are what truly give meaning to our existence. I encourage you to take a pause, reflect on the relationships you have, and ask yourself, am I truly valuing these relationships as they deserve? Often we are so caught up in our daily responsibilities that we forget to express gratitude and appreciation to the people who support us and love us unconditionally. Nurturing these relationships means being present both physically and emotionally. It means listening attentively, offering support in difficult times, and celebrating achievements together. It's important to remember that small gestures like a hug, a text message, or a simple "I love" you can have a significant impact on strengthening emotional bonds. By valuing and prioritizing our personal relationships, We not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to building a more loving and united community. After all, it is human relationships that provide us with comfort, happiness, and a sense of belonging in this world. As we part ways today, I take with me a question: which of the Stoic principles discussed are you ready to integrate into your journey from now on? Don't put this reflection off for later. Choose one principle, no matter how small, and put it into practice today. And when you do share your experience with us in the comments,